Checkers 360 delivering.
Checkers 60, yeah.
60, yeah.
I think they said 80% of their scooter drivers are foreigners. And without mentioning names, because these people have never given me a thumbs up, I've spoken to 4 black South African people whose businesses somehow involve courier. They've all told me the same thing. And their argument is, or not their argument, their thing is, we make a call out to black South Africans. We ask them for their IDs and they come in, they work for a day, 2 days, and then they leave. And then the foreigners come, they come in droves and they're willing to wait and be patient. And I posted this on LinkedIn yesterday, and some guy was like, no, we have a courier business as well, black South African. Same struggle. 2 guys were like, they've gone to take a lot training for delivery, and they're like, the overwhelming number of people there are foreigners. So number one, it's desperation. They've got no other options. They're coming from another country. It's do or die for the foreigners, of course. Sure. That is important. Need survival. South Africans are a bit more comfortable. If things go south, I can always go to we already Nyoploma corner. I've got a South African ID, Nyamakaya. I can get a 370. I'm a South African, so I've got these little privileges and perks. And Department of Banisbize. So there's that type of. Now this becomes culture for me more than education. So the education part is, we have not created institutions. We have not created spaces where South African kids are being taught to do these things or to see these things. Because the one part is to do, the other part which is difficult is to see. Why is it that other people see? And it's like, that is either you were taught to see or there's a culture of everywhere you go. Ntwana comes into a room and when he goes home, they're like, what did you see in the studio? No, I saw that they have a lot of clutter in the back. I wasn't really happy with the sound. Every kid has got some... I'm not sure how they keep money. I think they're using too much light or they say something and you're like, every kid has been trained with this eye. And that eye sometimes gets developed by traveling. It gets developed by reading certain books, watching certain content, hanging out with certain people, especially foreigners. If you hang around foreigners in your space, it doesn't have to be foreign to your country. It can be foreign to your city. Yeah. They see things that you've taken for granted.
These are South Africans talking. They are talking. Somebody asked the question, are South Africans poor? Now, see, the thing with South Africa is that it's not like all South Africans are poor, but the majority of them. When people, carry out a census, it's the majority they use in generalizing or in making, coming to a conclusion to say that, oh, these people are poor, or these people are rich, or these people are, you understand? It's the large majority that makes them come to that conclusion. Excuse me. Now, this particular guy, he's saying that a lot of most South Africans, and somebody on the comment section also said that when they collect their money on payday, some will even be patient. They'll wait for the day you pay them and they are gone. So it's not just about, to me, I don't see it as because the government gives them handouts. That is why they are doing this. It's a sign of laziness. It's a sign of laziness. And they have institutionalized the laziness. They have put it in, it's now an institution. Do you understand? That is where they have kept it. They are lazy and it's not a good thing. Because see, let me tell you something. The day the government, just like the government is saying that on the I think on the whatever date they fix, but by March this year, they will no longer be able to afford these things because the living wage in every country right now has gone up. So right now, I told you guys yesterday in a video, I said, let us not be doing all this. South Africa is better than Nigeria. Nigeria is better than South Africa. This one. Let us hold our leaders accountable. Because I feel that, okay, look at what happened to that little girl in South Africa. Like, she is trending. A 12-year-old girl got pregnant, meaning she got pregnant at 11 and gave birth to a child. That is really shameful. That is detestful. I feel that, like now for the girl at 12 years, in fact, I blame the parents. Now, somebody will say, why will you blame the parents? How can a 12-year-old, you won't be able to take care of a 12-year-old girl? You allow her to go outside. Now, somebody will say, which parents are you talking about? Because they hardly have fathers in their lives. But the mother can hold it down. Oh, and what of the mother who is also having a boyfriend outside? So you now understand that this thing is not just about what the government is doing for you. It's not about what the government is doing for you. Because if the government is giving you these handouts, when I mean handouts, like they're giving you some money to live well, what about the protection of those children? And you see, this is why the HIV/AIDS status in that country has skyrocketed because on a daily basis, like it's almost like the parents are not being responsible for these children. Now, this video is not about parental responsibility, but it hurts me to see children go through that route. It hurts me to see children be in the situation that they find themselves. And it's sad. So now you guys are being lazy, and this is why most South Africans, when they travel out of their country, they find it difficult to cope. Except their content creators, where they know that they can stay at home and do content, they find it very difficult to cope, and that is why I don't blame them most times when they come on my comment section dropping a very off-point kind of message. The reason why you don't see me blame them is because I feel that even their thinking capacity doesn't comprehend things. When they see you do a video, or they see you talk about something that plagues them, they don't sit down to analyze. Only that's very few there are just very few that will come and say, oh yes, this thing you're saying is like this, is like that. A lot of them come with the push of, oh, let's go and fight them. It's a Nigerian that is talking. But if you flip the coin, take those same South Africa, go to their comment section of a South African talking. I tell you for free. You will weep. You will weep. Because they will be saying all their minds on the comment section. Because initially, the reason why they are not saying it on your platform as a non-South African is because they don't want you to laugh at them. It's because they don't want it to seem like all the things you have said about them is true. So what they will now do is they will stomach it and then go to and unleash it on another comment section that is owned by a South African. Now, another point here is, if you look at South Africa very well, South Africa is a place where if their girls can be allowed to grow up, because almost immediately a child is 10 years. Because look at the underage girls that these things are happening to. They say is within the ages of 10 to. Meaning that a child who does not have any business knowing a man is big, so they don't have an opportunity to grow and know themselves before saying yes to a man. And these things are happening. And like, you see, the reason why it's paining me, somebody will say these things happen everywhere, but no. In South Africa, it is the population is high of underage pregnancies and, diseases and all of those things, which is really not nice. Now, let us read the comment section, because me, I love comments. Someone say, I feel we as South Africans are too entitled and everything is owed to us. We expect everything to be free and handed to us instead of working hard. Are you listening? A South African wrote this. This person said, been here for 40 years, never seen much lazy persons. No skills, no interest, also no intelligence. Hey! And this other person said, not waiting to be exploited is not laziness. You simply know your right and your what. Okay, this person is supporting what he's saying, that the reason why South Africans walk away from jobs is because they don't want to be exploited. That's a lie. This person said, don't say that again. South Africa youths are living in a promising land because of the government, which is always promising us jobs. Okay, good. This one say, bro, they paying you 3% total sales of your trips. It's madness. This one say, go check how these foreigners live. They don't have a choice. We got some dignity, and paying us under the belt is ridiculous. These big companies keep on making big money while suffering to survive. And not lazy. Okay, this one is abusing the presenters. This one say, with so many rich black South Africans, how can you say they are lazy? This one say, majority is what they are saying. Okay, majority are lazy is what they are saying. This one say, you hire South Africans, they disappear after payday and come back after days. Do you understand? This one say, yes, it is a do or die for us foreigners. The locals are in a comfort zone, not lazy, because we sometimes mix with them, and the ones who are not in that comfort zone work just hard as us. Okay, this person is saying that some of them work hard, but they are talking about the majority. The majority. This one say, no, we not lazy. These companies are paying way below the minimum wage, not livable. Okay, but at least you should be able to work. You should be able to work because these people talking are seeing these things and companies are also complaining about it.